playing with the Frisbees. So I'm doing something I haven't done yet, which is a mint sauce. We're doing lamb chops on the smoker tonight, and I wanted to add a little bit of mint sauce, which I've done previously with yogurt, but I have never done it. This is considered the Irish way. So since I'm part Irish, I figured I'd go ahead and try it out. And it's super simple. It's got simple ingredients, but I'm taking a 1/4 cup of mint that I typically use the mint for drinks, but since I have so much of it and we don't add that much to our drinks,
I do.
I decided to go ahead and try this mint sauce. So it's a super simple recipe. It's just, you have to really mince your mint. If you haven't worked with mint before, mint leaves can be kind of thick. So it's not like a basil where they're nice and pliable and soft. So you want to really get this minced up. I could use the food processor, but it's only 1/4 cup. So I didn't feel like getting the big food processor out was worthy of 1/4 cup of mint leaves. So I'm just gonna do it by hand.
Thank goodness, because cleaning that thing is a pain in the arse.
I know, but it's so efficient. I try and clean it when I use it, but sometimes my meals come together very quickly. This would not be one of those, but so that looks pretty well. You just don't want to get any big bits like stuck in your teeth. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this to my bowl. And the next thing we're gonna add is a 1/4 cup of boiling water. And I'm gonna show you this contraption because I love it. This right here is an electric teapot, and I only have, looks like 1 liter in here, but it goes to a max of 1.7 liters, but it literally boils water in 60 seconds. It's amazing. I love it. So I've got my already boiling water, adding a 1/4 cup here. And then we're adding 2 tablespoons of sugar to that. So it's already got the mint in it. This will just come together. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that the sugar is all melted, and then I'm gonna let it steep for 20 minutes. So I'll put a little lid on this and let it rest for 20 minutes, and then we'll come back. We're gonna add some apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of that, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/8 of a teaspoon of pepper. And that's it. You just let it rest until you're ready to use it, and you serve it alongside your lamb. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover this with a low top and just let it steep, and we'll be back in 20 minutes. Welcome back. Okay, we've steeped for 20 minutes. Now we just need to add a couple of little last minute things. So we're gonna add some apple cider vinegar. I use the organic kind. It really honestly doesn't matter, but it is unfiltered, so it always looks a little cloudy. Apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons. A little bit of salt and pepper. This is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I measure over the sink, so because it's so tiny, I don't want to get too much in. Salt can ruin a dish. And 1/8 of a teaspoon of pepper, and then we're just gonna mix it up and taste it. Hope it tastes good.
I'm sure it does.
It's very watery, unlike the yogurt one. I like it. Do you want to taste a bit?
Sure. Ooh, sweet and sour. It's good.
It's nice. So that's done. We're just gonna set it aside because right now I'm gonna take my little lammy babes, lamb chops. If you guys haven't used one of these sealing, what do you call it, Keith? The bag sealer? I don't know what they call it.
Vacuum sealer.
Vacuum sealer.
Food sealer thingy majigger.
We really like it. We really enjoy it. It allows us to do because we're only 2 people, but occasionally the girls come, and so we cook more than we normally would. So it allows us to portion out food and vacuum seal it and keep it for a period of time. So we're doing 4 tonight, so there'll be 2 for him and 2 for me. So I'll wash the bag out later, but I'm just gonna use the Montreal seasoning on these. Should have had it out earlier, but the Grill Masters Montreal seasoning, I love it. It's got everything you possibly need or want in a seasoning. So we'll season these, and then gotta get the smoker going.
And lamb chops, guys, it's something, if you like lamb, and it has a very distinctive flavor to it, but it is delicious. Like, don't bypass these. Again, cooking with the Frisbees, we tried new stuff. And I've got to start incorporating into our videos some of our shopping trips, because we literally will just walk down an aisle and see something and go, you know what, let's give this a shot. Lamb chops was one of those things that I saw when I was wandering around Costco, and now it is a staple for us.
Absolutely.
We always have it in our freezer. It is delicious. You'll see how we cook them. We're doing it on the smoker tonight, but we generally will do them on the skillet first on the propane grill, and then put it over on the flame to kind of get a good char on them. But I got to tell you, if you don't do them, you've seen us do lamb shoulder, the chops are just magnificent. So
and they're fun finger food too. Like,
oh yeah, you got to pick those up. The end of the meal is picking them up, and the dogs stare at us like, well, that's my bone. Like, no, that's my bone tonight. So it's good stuff. So I'm gonna get the grill started. Beth has that prepped very nicely, and we will come back as we start that process. So see you in a bit. Come on back, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking with the Frisbees. It never fails. As soon as I start the grill, I laugh about this all the time, that as soon as I start the grill, rain comes in. We've had an abnormal amount of rain here in north central Georgia. Well, and I know a lot of the country has had it as well, but it just gets kind of ridiculous. So I've got this Masterbuilt 560. It's all ready to go. Beth will be out here in a second. I got the lamb chops ready to go. Basically, I'm going to use the same technique that I always use, which has seemed to work for us when we really want to get smoke on something. We set the temperature at 250, and then we put the meat on, and we really let it for 30 minutes, get a lot of the smoke flavor in there, and then we'll turn it up. Again, tonight we're using the meter. Lamb chops are kind of small, so I did manage to get it past the line on the meter that you're supposed to get it past. So the done temperature for lamb chops is stating is 140. For Beth, it's probably more closer to 150, but we'll do this. So that's why I always insert it into the larger one. And when the larger one meets 140, I definitely know that the smaller one has reached 150, 155, and that's kind of what I go with. So I'm getting ready to put these on. You see there's a lot of smoke going off this thing. We're using hickory tonight. We contemplated cherry. No, cherry and lamb and mint. Nope. We've got maple. I've got maple wood. Probably not too Swedish of a flavor. Not Swedish, but sweetish with a T. So we're going with hickory because, that's what I've got. So I'll be right back as soon as we're ready to put it on. You guys come back and watch us now. Hey everybody, welcome back to Cooking with the Frisbees. So it's going on. Again, lamb chops. We are using the meter. I put it in as far as I could possibly get it. The lamb chops are not that huge. So
They're not.
Unfortunately, I can't stick it all the way in, but it'll still give me the reading that I need. We've got this at 250. You see that there is good smoke going on. I'm not trying to cook, I'm just trying to smoke. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put these on.
Top shelf?
Yep, top shelf. Don't expect a lot of sizzle, because that's not what we're doing at a low temperature like that. We're just trying to get that hickory flavor going on here. These, I'm gonna let these go. They'll probably go about 30 minutes at this temperature, and then I'll take the temperature up. I might even do a reverse sear on them, but everything's fluid, so come on back. So hey everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a quick flip on this. Hopefully you can see that Beth is inside working on some other things, so just bear with me for a second. We're gonna go in here. I'm gonna open this up right now. Let me take a look. Wow, those are really looking good. But you know, you want to get an even amount of smoke on them. See how that side is really starting to cook a little bit. So we're gonna flip them. It's okay. I've still got, you know, probably 10 minutes or so left on this. So I'm gonna flip these. I'm gonna let them keep going. When my alarm goes off, I will come back and we'll do what we need to do then. Okay guys, so again, I'm using the meter tonight, and I kind of explained what the difficulty was, that the meat is not really big enough, but I did get it in past the threshold for measuring. Right now it's saying we've got 23 minutes. Now I set this at medium. Medium is a target of 140 degrees, as you can see. Again, excuse the cracked screen, but doesn't stop the functionality. Internal is at 96, so we've got to get all the way to 140 to be at medium. But I want to put a sear on this thing as well. You want a little bit of bark on it. So I have set a timer for 15 minutes inside the house, which actually is probably down to 10. And once I get there, then I'm going to take the temperature. I'm going to pull these off of the grill. You see there's tremendous smoke being put on these, which I love because I love that flavor, especially with hickory. And then I'm going to pull them off the grill. I'm going to take the temperature of the grill up to probably about 500 to 600 degrees and then put them on the grates to get a reverse sear on them. At that point, you really have to watch them because the meter does not like that high direct heat. It'll basically give me an alarm. And I don't want to, obviously you can't destroy the mechanism, and that's what it'll start to warn you about. But I'll come back and show you when I get to that point, but we need to flip these over right now, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Hey everybody, welcome back. So now this is the exciting part, right? So we've been smoking this now for about 20 minutes. The meter is telling me that I've got 14 minutes left. So we love to have a little crust and a little bit of sear on ours. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull these off. Oh, let's take a look. See, that's looking good.
Yeah.
When you start to get that red kind of tinge to your meat, you know that the smoke has really penetrated, and that's what we're looking for. But what I want is I definitely want to get some bark on here, something that's a little bit more crispy. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull these off. I'm going to let them rest a little bit. I'm going to take this rack that is super hot. I've gotten really good at that. And then I'm going to close this. And I'm going to take this up. I'm going to take my temperature up to about 500 degrees. Or let's go 540. Hit the start. You hear the fan kick on. And then what we're gonna do is put it back on the racks, and we're gonna do a quick reverse sear, and you gotta keep an eye on it when that happens, because flames can get out of control. You don't want to damage the meter. So that's what we're gonna do, and we'll be back. That'll be kind of the final stage. So come on back. So I'm taking this up to about 575 so that I can get a good sear on it. You can see the meter has stopped, and that's only because I've pulled the lamb chops off the grill. They are basically just sitting over there, just waiting for me to put them back on the grill. But that's okay. A little bit of a rest is okay, so I can bring that internal temperature down a little bit. Because now that this is at 575, well, now it's 584. They're going back on. I'm going to do a reverse sear. I'm not necessarily going to film that because you've seen me do it before, and then I'll come back once that's done. Hey everybody, so final stage. So what I did, I took the temperature up to about 600 degrees to reverse sear the lamb chops. Did 1 minute on one side, did another minute on another side. As I thought, the meter said you're approaching extreme temperature. Don't do that. So what I did at that point, once I got the sear, I pulled them up to the top level of the grill. So they continue to cook. Now we are at temperature. These are coming off. They are ready for resting. Look at this. How beautiful is that? How beautiful are these? And I know that Beth likes, she likes more medium than she likes rare. I like mine a little more medium rare, but you know what? I don't mind the medium either, but guys, take a look at that. That's about as pretty as you can get on lamb chops.
Oh yeah.
We got the rest of the stuff that we got to do inside. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, welcome back. So tonight we're gonna have our first taste of our first tomatoes from our garden.
Little Acorn Farm, baby.
Making a Caprese salad.
Big boy tomatoes. We gotta get a taste of these. Like,
Right?
everybody says that in your garden, and you've heard me talk about it in previous videos, that the flavor is unlike anything that you can get in the store, right, Beth? Like, it just is. Look at poor Bentley. You hungry over there, Bentley?
Look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh, it's so right.
Oh, I gotta zoom in on this. Look at this.
For you. Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
They're lovely.
Wow.
That's yummy.
That is really good.
So, I'm gonna make a Caprese salad. But what I was doing while he was, oh my gosh, look at these beautiful, huge chunks of tomato. They're huge.
That is gorgeous.
I love it, I love it, I love it. And then we have some fresh motts that we had purchased.
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Alexa, stop. Sorry, guys.
She's such a pain in the butt. But I love her. So yeah, so I've got some buffalo motts that I used.
Look at these lamb chops. Oh my God. The meter says it's all ready. Look at this.
Yes. So the other thing I'm gonna drizzle them with, if you guys haven't ever done this before, it's amazing. Take some balsamic and reduce it. And all I mean by that is just literally use the balsamic vinegar in a tiny little pot. This really small saucepan. I put maybe a half a cup in there. And, oh geez, there's an extra piece.
Oh, wait. What a shame, right? Here, don't forget the cameraman. Thank you. Oh, that's delicious.
So, the balsamic reduction, you do have to watch it. But I will say, it's so worth it. It changes the taste slightly. It makes it a little bit sweeter. Oh yeah. Gotta love some pepper. Himalayan sea salt, peoples. A little bit of basil. Basil, I know. I was watching Gordon Ramsay today, so he got me on the basil kick. And then we're gonna drizzle with some, see how thick it gets? It gets thicker, but it gets super sweet. And you don't need a lot because it is so concentrated. It's so good though.
It looks delicious.
That's it. And then we're gonna plate some of these puppies. How long have they been resting?
It says they're ready.
Awesome.
Just watch out. Last time you tried to pull that out by hand,
It's really hot.
the meter gets hot. Beth has those like conditioned cook's hands. Like I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. It's too hot. Just give it a quick yank.
I can't get a grip on it. Well, guess what? You're getting the other one.
That's fine.
And another little one. And I'll
Alright.
take one. And then, I know, it doesn't seem like a lot of food, but trust me.
Yeah, lamb chops are very filling, guys, so don't think that you gotta go get like 3 or 4 a piece because that's not how it works out. I think the flavor has
Wins out.
Yeah, it wins out and it makes you fuller from the flavor. I don't know if I'm even articulating that correctly. I'm sorry I'm not speaking well because I have my Invisaligns in my mouth. But like the flavor just takes over. God, that looks
There
good.
we go, babe.
There it is.
It's beautiful. Bon appetit.
There it is. Bon appetite. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. It's been awesome. Another Cooking with the Frisbees, and we will see you next time.